Time to change. Let's shift those thoughts. All right. So, in this session, we're going to try to shift how you've dealt with food based on maybe past history, but we're going to incorporate some things that you probably have never thought about, but sometimes it could be very obvious. So, we're going to dive into some of those things. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you. So I want you to comment below because this is critical to us shifting and making sure we're ready for the change. Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may know what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. In other words, don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. And that's Romans 12 and 2. Now, let's talk about what change is. Change is to make something or someone different, to alter or modify by replacing something with something else. Now think about it. Change is a shift, to alter or to modify. And we're going to really challenge you even through these sessions to shift and modify. And I just want to get you ready. So some food for thought about change. Change is going on at this very moment. Think about it. You may not know it. You may not know what's happening. But even if you experience change as a loss, you don't stress out over it when you aren't aware of the loss. For example, humans shed about 600,000 particles of skin every hour. Never thought about that, did you? That's not information that we hold dear and true to our hearts, but they do. But that works out to be about 1.5 pounds every year. That means the average person will lose around 105 pounds of skin by the age of 70. Now, are you stressed out about that? No, I don't think so, because you didn't know that. But even though that was experiencing change as a loss, something you didn't think about, you didn't get stressed out about it. But understanding change can definitely be a positive experience. Now, let me ask you a few questions, and you can jot these down as I'm asking, and then you can come back because I do want you to comment below so we can talk about it. Why do you want to change? Why do you want to change how you eat? Why do you want to change your thoughts? Think about it. Another question. What do you think about yourself? Be honest. What do you think about yourself? A lot of times you don't think about that, but you hold an idea of yourself. But what do you think about yourself? Also, what past experiences, how you grew up, what others said about you or to you, or have there been any traumas you've experienced that have shaped how you think or your relationship with food? Have these thoughts and concepts been with you for a long time? Let's talk about it. List those below if you're comfortable with doing that. Do you associate with people that think negatively in general? Also, even about you trying to change your eating and become more healthy. How often are you around those people? How often do you think their behaviors and their negative words impact you? Now, based on your responses to the questions above, what would be the greatest challenge for you changing how you think? And not only that, but how you are coming into this program wanting to change. List those people that you think would have the greatest impact on you. Maybe there's places that would have an impact. Which things? List those and let's talk about it. They could be deep rooted. Who influenced you? From those influences from the past, like how you were raised, how you grew up, negative words that you heard often. What things do you think you can begin to think about and really start to change? All right. So we want to talk about those things because those are important to us learning and getting you results that you're looking for. Because you will hear things during these sessions that will challenge the way you've thought about certain things, which is quite interesting. And we will be giving examples during our classes, and maybe some have some comments and other videos that you will be able to pick up on some of our discussions. But I want to challenge you to think about things that you've heard. And I'll give you an example, and then I'll let you go and think about those questions and start to comment. But one thing that we've talked about before in some of our sessions, who told us that we had to have certain items for breakfast? You know, when we think of breakfast, we think of bacon and eggs and grits. But who told us that? And why is that part of what we eat for breakfast? So I'm going to challenge that because you can change that mindset of what you have for breakfast based on what we'll talk about. And once we get free and just be flexible to bring new things and new ideas in our thoughts, we will really see those great results. So looking forward to hearing from you, looking forward to your comments. If you want to share this, please do so. Please like it and please comment, because for some of you, this is part of your assignment. So we're looking forward to hearing from you and discussing with you so we can be able to pray with you about those various things, because God wants to set you free and from things that have been burdening you even in your past. So I am here to walk through this with you, and I am so joyful and excited that we are together at this moment, and I am looking forward to the awesome results that we will see. God bless you. I actually use things a lot, but what those things that I'm talking about are those thoughts, and I am referencing a chapter in my workbook and my book that I recently wrote called "Think About What You're Thinking." If you haven't gotten your copy yet, you can click below. There's a link to order that from Amazon. But I know that it will be a blessing, and the workbook is a good companion to the actual book, because you will be able to write it down, keep it, go back to it, challenge the way you think, thinking about what you are thinking, and then you'll put things in and you will put those many thoughts and many challenges into perspective. So, looking forward to just continuing the dialogue and seeing what you have to say. God bless you.